All right, so I am now recording. It is 8:36 here on the 16th of February. So thanks for everyone stopping by the weather chat already. It looks like we're starting to see more and more people filter in. So again, if you guys have any questions, you can post those on Twitter. Twitter is the easiest way of getting a hold of me. You can tweet me at AndrewWSYX6. Or if you guys are using the Ustream social stream there on the side, you guys can just type in your questions there. All right, so question coming in from, let's see, any other ABC6 News members there to say hi? Nobody else is in the studio. Chip's back here. Chip's cleaning some stuff. You can see, actually, you can see his butt there. He's bending over cleaning something. Chip just said hi. Chip's one of the production crew here, but everyone else is upstairs in the newsroom. I'm down here in the lower level answering all the questions. So again, you guys can tweet me your questions, Andrew WSYX6, or you can post them on the social stream. I'll also be checking out my Facebook pages as well for questions. So question from Owen, and I really like this question. Help solve a family debate. What's the difference between partly cloudy and partly sunny? So the difference between the two of those is exactly what it sounds like. So partly cloudy means that part of the sky is covered with clouds, but not a lot of it. It means that there's only about 30 to 40% of the sky is covered with clouds. When it's between about 40 to 60%, that's when I go with a mix of sun and clouds. But partly cloudy, I would say, is between about 25 to 40% of the sky is covered with clouds. Partly sunny is just the opposite. Only part of the sky has sunshine or blue skies coming through. So that's when you have the majority of the sky covered with clouds. Partly sunny is more clouds than sun. Partly cloudy is more sun or more blue skies or clear skies than clouds. Dylan asking, how's Zanesville for Monday? Looks like Zanesville for you guys, we're going to see dry conditions in the morning, dry conditions in the afternoon, but that wintry mix rolls in. For Zanesville, probably looking at about a 6 p.m. start time for that wintry mix moving in. It'll start off as, I think, a brief period of snow, switching over to rain, and then back over to a little bit of snow. But that wintry mix right there, when we switch over to the rain, you could get some sleet at times. All right, so that's all the questions that I see right now on Twitter. So let's go back over to the Ustream chat. What are the best TV station to start working at? I'm assuming that means I went to Ohio Center of Broadcasting. So with TV, you have to start off in a smaller market. Can I take this down at all? No, I cannot. Let's bring this down a hair. That light is so bright there behind my head, but I can't really do much with it. I wonder if I move it over here. Nope. I'm trying to get that light out of there for you guys. I'll just go like this. So with TV, you have to start off in a smaller market. For myself, I went to Ohio State for 4 years, and then I went to my first TV station was Lima, Ohio. And TV stations are ranked by order. So New York is the biggest city here in the U.S. There's the most amount of viewers. They're market number 1. LA has the next largest city. They're market number 2. 3 is Chicago. I think 4 is still Philadelphia. It kind of bounces around between them and San Francisco. But they go in order. So when you start off, you have to start off in a smaller market. For me, I started off in Lima, Ohio, which was market 186. So pretty small market there. Then I went to Dayton, which is a big jump. I went from 186 to 65. Dayton is market 65 in the country. Columbus is market 32. Cincinnati's 33. Cleveland, Akron, Canton area, they're actually market number 17. 17 or 18, it kind of fluctuates a little bit. But yeah, you have to start off in a smaller market if you want to get a job in TV and then slowly work your way up. Normally you can intern when you're in college. You can get school credits to work at a TV station, but you have to start off in a smaller market. So if you want to stay in Ohio, Youngstown would be a good place to start. Lima, I know, has a TV station still. So starting off in the smaller market and then slowly working your way up. So that's a good question. So proud mommy of 20608. Is Chillicothe going to get anything? For Chillicothe, you're going to stay more rain tomorrow. Now, I think you'll probably start off a little bit snow or that wintry mix, then switch over to rain, and it'll be the majority rain. And we're not looking at a lot of rain or snow, but we will be dealing with a decent amount of it, and then switching over to a little snow. One of the producers is calling me. Hello? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Thanks. Bye. It's one of my producers upstairs in the newsroom. All right, so let's see what else is going on here right now. Cool. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm going to check the Facebook pages real quick. So, yeah, I think Chillicothe, you will see a little bit of snow. Right now I'm calling for less than a half an inch of snow. But the majority of the snow will be north of Columbus. So Columbus is going to be right in that battle zone. And I think, honestly, the latest models are showing that we'll be seeing a lot more of that wintry mix and even some rain here in Columbus. And I didn't check one thing today. I made my own map to look at snowfall for one of our forecast models, and I did not pull that up today. So let's see what this shows. That's pretty close. So here's the map that I'm using, and I'll show you guys these real quick. And I'm going to let me get something to put you guys on. There were wipes up here. I don't know where the wipes went. Oh, there's my water bottle. I lost my water bottle like a week ago. It's hiding behind the Weather Center. We had Clorox wipes here for a minute. I don't know where they went. All right, well, I want to put you guys on top of my coffee then. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of the maps I'm going to use tonight and what I'm thinking as far as timing of all of this. So I'm giving this to you guys now because I'm hoping you guys tune in tonight. Let me get this set up. So, shoot, that's not going to work. Let's pop this up a little bit higher. So this is what you guys are going to be sitting on top of. My water bottle with the coffee mug on top of it. So this is the viewpoint that you guys are getting. The viewpoint of what it looks like from the top of my mug right now. Perfect. I'll at least hold it with my hand. All right, so here we go. So here's what I'm looking at. The timing for all of this. This is the Futurecast model. Again, we're dry tomorrow. That's 6 a.m. We'll pause it again here. This is at noon tomorrow. You see all the clouds, but we're not dealing with any precip just yet. Winds are going to be pretty strong tomorrow coming out of the southeast. So here, we're going to push this forward through time. We'll stop it again for you at 6 o'clock. Again, Zanesville. You notice how it's almost there. Here's Zanesville for you. But by then, Columbus is already starting to see that bit of a wintry mix. And what I'll do here is I'll pop this on so that way I can adjust how far into this that we're going. So the leading edge here in Columbus by about 5 o'clock right there. And then as we move forward through time, there's 7 p.m. See, we're getting some rain here in the Columbus area. And then we start switching over to that wintry mix, leaving a little bit of snow by 11 p.m. So most of this looks to be done and over with by about 11 or midnight. But then I think we'll still get some lingering flurries, as you can see here. Some of this blue popping up. That's why I'm still calling for up to a half an inch to the south, because I think we'll still see some light snow showers or flurries once our temperatures fall. So here's one of the forecast models just to show you how much snow we're expecting to see. Down here, it doesn't have hardly anything at all. It's very dry, but off to the north, again, north of Columbus is where we're calling for about 2 to 4 inches. So that's why this is the map I'm using, and I'm really feeling pretty comfortable with this. I think that down to the south here where we're seeing the green, mainly rain with a very, very little bit of snow. This wintry mix is where we could have the potential of closer down here to the bottom, about an inch. Far northern edge of this is where you would see about 2 inches. And then where it stays all snow to the north there, that's where we're calling for 2 to 4 inches. So that's what I'm looking at right now. But again, tomorrow morning, just fine. It's going to be later in the afternoon. So just thought I would share that with you guys because I appreciate everyone that's tuning into this. Got to get this camera flipped back up so that way I can put it back on the monitor. There we go. All right. This is very raw. It's very intimate. All right. So Pedro asking, how much snowfall did we get this season? And I want to check real quick because I know we got a little bit more snow after they sent out their 5/22 update. Let me check Columbus just to see if they updated this at all. 506. So no update. So Columbus so far this season has had 50.3 inches of snow. So 50.3. We've had over 4 feet of snow this winter. A lot. Right now we are tied in 5th place for the snowiest winter ever. I'll run down the numbers for you guys real quick. So number 1 for the snowiest winter ever was 1909 to 1910, there were 67.8 inches. So it's what, 17 inches more than what we currently have. It's possible we could get to that record. I think it's going to be pretty difficult. So again, we right now have 50.3. Number 2 is a tie between 1995, 1996, and 77 and 78 with 54.1. And remember, we're at 50.3. So we're less than 4 inches away from that. If we get enough snow, we could easily get to there. I don't think we're going to get that much. But number 4 is 50.6, which is 2002, 2003, and then 2009, 2010 is 50.3, same as this year. So we could easily, with tomorrow, if we get enough snow tomorrow, Columbus could be up to the 4th snowiest winter ever. Right now we're tied for 5. So a lot of snow. This month alone, we've had 15.2 inches, and it's only February 16th. So we're only halfway through the year. And normally you get those, there's normally one big sock you in the face snow in March. So if you guys remember 2008, the March of 2008, we actually broke the record for, I think, the most amount of snow ever on that date. Let me pull it up here. March. Let's see here. March 2008. 15.8. We had 15.8 inches on the March 8th. Actually, we had 5 inches on the 7th and then 15 inches on the 8th. So 20 inches, 20 and a half inches between 2 days. So if we see something like that, we could easily be the snowiest winter ever. But I don't see that. It's not in the models right now, but it doesn't mean it's not possible. All right, so let's check out some other questions that we have coming in here. What will Newark get and what time is it expected to start? So Cassie, you just saw on there, it's expected to start right around 5 to 6 o'clock for the Newark area. Starting off with, again, a little bit of a wintry mix. I think Newark could see a little bit of rain, and then it would switch over to all snow later on. But you're going to be right there on that edge between all snow or very, very, very little amount of rain. So you could have, I would say, around 2 inches, but if you stay all snow, you'll see a little bit more than that. Cassandra asking, are we done with the snow? Unfortunately, we are not done with the snow. We're going to be seeing more of that tomorrow. It depends on where you live. If you live south of Columbus, you will not be seeing very much snow tomorrow night. But if you live north of Columbus, you will be seeing more snow. So Pedro just asking that. What is spring looking like for us in Central Ohio? Michael asking this. I think spring right now, there's no definitive answer, but I think spring we will see above normal temperatures. I just think that we're going to get out of the swing of these cold temperatures, and boy, when summer comes back, I think summer's going to be very hot this year. I think that it will be a little bit more oppressive. Last year was hot, but we only broke a couple of records last year, if you guys remember that. I want to look up something real quick. Let's see, Climate Prediction Center, we're looking at the 3-month outlook, precipitation temperature. Looking a little wetter than normal, pretty average temperatures for us. But I know for the heading into early March, I think that we will be seeing some pretty cold temperatures. All right, so let's check out Twitter again, see if there's any tweets coming in on there. Alex asking, what are the advantages of your new weather wall? So I don't know if any of you guys have seen the new weather wall yet. See if I can even show it from where you guys are. So I'm going to keep this attached, and I'm going to move this. My tie bar is not centered. All right, so I'm going to move this webcam. Sorry that I'm moving this all around. So here's the new green screen. It's kind of hard to see, but it is 6 feet wider than the old weather wall. So if you guys have been watching the newscast the last couple of days, or since earlier this week, you may have noticed that our shots at the weather wall are not as tight. So meaning that, well, they're looser. You can see our legs more, which you would think, well, they were taking up more of the screen. Well, actually, we're taking up less of the screen now because instead of it being like my whole upper torso, now you can show my legs, and I take up actually less space because it's just elongating me in front of the green screen. So that's the nice thing. I cover up a lot less when I'm in front of the green screen just because of the new wider wall. So, Cassandra asking, I live in Urbana. For Urbana, you guys will probably stay mostly snow for this system coming in tomorrow night. So again, thanks to shout out there from Urbana. We have Champaign County in the house. So thanks for stopping by. I think that Urbana will stay mostly snow. If you see any bit of rain, I would say you're looking at about 1 to 2 inches. But if you guys happen to stay all snow tomorrow evening, you can pick up a quick 2 to 3 inches, maybe even slightly more than that. But again, it's just right where that sweet spot is, where they stay all snow. That's where they'll see the most amount of snow. But if you see any bit of rain, it's going to cut back on that big time. So Michael asking, how does El Nino and La Nina affect us? Well, what happens is you have all of these warm temperatures out in the Pacific Ocean. And what that does is it affects when we have systems coming in off of the Pacific coast. It will sometimes give them a little bit more warmth, or in the other case, it will a little cooler. So what that does is it will allow more moisture normally. Normally when we would see the warmer conditions, it can hold more moisture in it, and there's a better chance of us being a little bit wetter here in central Ohio. The opposite when it's a little colder with La Nina. So it affects us very minimally here in Ohio, but if you live along the coast, the West Coast especially, anywhere along the Pacific, it'll affect you a little bit more. So Aaron Kelly asking, will Chillicothe have any snow? The answer to that is it's very possible, but it'll be very little, mainly rain. Or 50-degree weather, since there are winter weather advisories. For Chillicothe, there is not a winter weather advisory. The only winter weather advisories for central Ohio right now is Licking County, Delaware County, Union County, Hardin County, Champaign and Logan County as well. So those are the only counties under the winter weather advisory. For you down in Chillicothe, I think that once this system kicks through, you could see a little bit of snow on the back end of it, but really you're looking at more of a rain event with maybe a half an inch of snow, generally less than an inch, but I think about a half an inch at most once the rain pulls out of there. All right, so another question here. Cassandra, you have a good night too. Thanks for stopping by. Pedro asking, will any schools be closed on Tuesday? I think there is a pretty decent bet that schools will delay Tuesday. Closings are very possible, especially for areas that stay all snow. So that's the big thing here. And I'll tell you what, I am getting tired of these storms where they're not all snow or they're not all rain, because when it's this little path, because if you see any bit of rain, any bit at all, it's going to melt the snow that's on the ground. And when you get one rain droplet, that would be equal to a couple hundred snowflakes. So when you get one rain droplet, it's going to cut down on your snowfall totals big time. So if you stay all snow, that's where they're going to see the highest snowfall totals. So yes, Aaron Kelly, I do expect you guys to see a little bit of snow there. I'm going to check Twitter real quick, see what's coming in. So Dylan just tweeted me a picture. Hey Dylan, where did you get that picture? I'm wondering where you got that picture. Tweet me and let me know where you found that picture, because that website that you're using is a paid subscription. So I'm just interested in wondering where you were finding that from. All right, so let's see here. By Thursday, we are going to warm up. I'm calling for a high of 58 on Thursday. And I think, and here's what I'm thinking. So the models have a hard time, before a cold front comes through, they have a hard time really pushing that warm air. They tend to under-predict the high temperature. So I think that what we will see as we head into Thursday is our temperature will be warmer than what the forecast models are showing. And right now, I haven't checked the stuff that came in just a couple hours ago, but they're going with 54 for the high on Thursday, and I'm going 58 because I think we're going to get that warm surge where the models just don't happen to pick it up. All right, so let's see here what we have going on. Dylan, what are you doing? Just kidding. All right, so let's check out Facebook real quick, see if we have any other posts coming in on there, any other questions. Question from Julie Campbell. Julie Campbell saying, she says, I live in Zanesville and I drive a school bus. When is the freezing going to hit? It's a good question. So again, it's not going to hit until after you drop off the kids tomorrow night. It's mainly looking to roll into Zanesville around 6 p.m. tomorrow. That's give or take a little bit, but around 6 p.m. is what the latest forecast models are showing. We're seeing that snow and ice, and then switching over to rain for a little bit, moving in starting around 6 o'clock. You might see a few flurries before that, but around 6 o'clock is when you'll probably see that leading edge move through. But it's going to be done and over with, at least the heavier part of this precipitation. It'll be done and over with and out of there by about midnight. And we're not looking at a whole lot. We're only looking at about 1/4 of an inch of precip. So if you see rain, not very much. But if you see snow, that's where there's the potential of seeing 2 to 3, maybe 4 inches of snow. If you stay all snow. Can't emphasize that enough. I know that I'll say 2 to 4 inches of snow, and someone that lives down in Chillicothe may hear that, but Chillicothe will be seeing mostly rain. South of I-70 will be staying mostly rain for this event. So any place that sees 2 to 4 inches will be north of Columbus. All right, so let's see here. Dylan saying I need to do this every night. I would love to, except I'm not here every night. And plus, I like the fact that I do this every single week at the exact same time, so that way you guys can get on here at the exact same time. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Hey, so here's what I want to do. I want to get to 50 people on here. Post on your Facebook and your Twitter that I'm doing this chat. Hopefully we can get some more people on here. I'd like to get the numbers up a little bit, you know? Inform more people. Let them know. So I just answered Julie Campbell's question. Let's see what else we have going on here right now. Don't see any other new questions on my Facebook page. Let's see here. No new questions there. Let's see what else is going on. Ustream. Whoops. Stay on page. We should do a poll. Any ideas for a poll? Let's do a poll. Oh, I got one. This has nothing to do with the weather, but I thought about this the other day. When do you fill the gas? When do you fill the gas in your car? When the low fuel? When the low fuel light comes on, when it goes below. When it goes below 1/4 of a tank, and then when it goes below 1/2 of a tank. And then I included one just for fun. So I posted the poll. You guys can let me know what you think. I was wondering about this too. For me personally, I let it get below 1/4 of a tank, and I know that's kind of bad for the it's kind of bad for the fuel pump, but I've only had to go through one my entire life. Knock on wood. All right, so let's see here. Any other new questions coming in? Don't see anything on Twitter. Again, if you guys are on Twitter, you guys can tweet me at andrewwsyx6.com. Or if you guys are on the Ustream there, you guys can just tweet me directly or just message me directly. Wow, I'm surprised. No one says when the fuel light comes on. That's very interesting. Oh, someone just did. Most people say when it gets below 1/4 of a tank. But there's still a decent amount of people when it gets below 1/2 of a tank. Very, very, very interesting. So a lot of people filling it up before it gets below 1/2 a tank. That's a smart thing to do. Dylan, where are you seeing this at? I did not see this. Let's pull up my page. So let me know. Hey, what are the roads like where you guys are? Message me in the chat there. Well, what are the roads like where you guys are? Are they all snow covered still? Or are they decent? Are they? Let me know. I'm interested to know what they're looking like where you guys are. So let's see here. School delays. Wow, we already have delays for tomorrow morning. So I'll run through these real quick. All of these are. Oh no, there is a closing already. So Athens, 2-hour delay. East Muskingum, 2-hour delay. Huntington Local closed tomorrow. Nelson, York City, 2-hour delay. Noble Local, 2-hour delay. Northern Local, 2-hour delay. So we've already got 6 delays or closings already. Wow. So the roads out in those outlying areas must be pretty bad. Luckily for me, I'm maybe 600 yards before I get onto the highway, and then the station is literally right off the highway. So I don't have to go on side streets, and I didn't drive anywhere. I did go over to the garage a little bit today. I spent very little time driving around. I was just kind of letting the road crews get to them. That's very interesting, though, about the fuel. You guys fill it up at half tank. Good for you. All right, so let's see here. Oh, I'll refresh the Facebook page, see if there's any other questions coming in on there. Pull up the chat again. So pulling up the chat. Tell Bill Achille he should do these weather chats from Pedro. I believe he does do these weather chats occasionally. I think it's more sporadic with him. There's not a set day or time that he does these. And I think that a lot of people like the fact that these are the same time every single week. So I love doing these. I love doing these weather chats at the same time, same place every single week. So for anybody that's just joining this, every Sunday night, 8:30 is when I do these weather chats to answer your guys' weather questions. Aaron Kelly, is President's Day a holiday? Yes, it is. Some schools are closed, some schools are open. Probably depends on the calamity days and what their contingency plan is because of that. All right, so let's see here. Refresh this. Looks like a question on the ABC 6 page. So let's see what we have going on. Shared a link on my Facebook page for you. Thanks, Cheryl. I appreciate that. So, Cheryl, thank you very much. All right. So let's scroll down here. All right. Check out the social stream. Clear on Frank Road. So thanks for that, Cheryl. Clear from Pedro. So thanks for those reports coming in. Check out Twitter here. Mindy saying, poll answer, winter not below half. Another time whenever I have money in my pocket, it doesn't get below a quarter. That's smart. I give all of you props for filling it as soon as you guys do. So that's awesome that you guys are filling it that regularly. So again, anybody that's joining this chat, again, you guys can tweet me your questions at Andrew WSYX6. There's also a link if you guys are watching this on the description below the video. There's a link that you guys can click and then it'll take you right to it. All right, so let's see here. I'm checking to see if there's any other questions coming in on here. Don't see anything new on Twitter. Hilliard City is closed for President's Day. That is correct, Pedro. One of our producers upstairs, his daughters go to Hilliard, and he said that they will be home tomorrow. So Owen saying, I live in Delaware City. My street has been snow and ice since the big snowstorm from Owen. Yeah, I know. Some of these side streets are just completely snow-packed and snow-covered, especially in the outlying areas where the road crews just don't normally get to them quite as quick. So thanks for letting me know, Owen. All right, so if you guys have any other questions, again, let me know. I will answer those for you guys, and we will get those answered. And see you guys tonight in the newscasts. I'm so happy I found my water bottle. It's hidden way, way over there behind the weather center. I was looking for that forever. Is the warm-up going to melt the 20 feet of snow outside my house from R. White? I would say if anything helps to melt that snow, it's going to be the rain that we're expected to see Thursday. The warm temperatures will melt it, but it's a much slower process. Example for you, throw some ice cubes in the kitchen sink. They'll sit there, they'll slowly melt. Throw the ice cubes in the kitchen sink and then run some water over them. That running water, the fact that there's liquid, it'll melt them a lot quicker. So if you put that water on there, put that rain on there, it'll melt it a lot faster. So I think we'll see a lot of snow melted as we head into Thursday night into Friday when we'll see the rain. Jared saying brick roads and snow do not mix together. No, they do not, because what happens is when there's brick roads, like for instance, German Village area, road crews won't plow the brick roads because if their plow catches one of those bricks, it's going to rip up the whole road. So that's why when you have a brick road, They do not plow those roads. They came up with brick roads before they invented plows. So, yeah, that kind of stinks. If you have a brick road or you have to drive through any brick roads on your way into work, you're likely going to be driving on some ice for quite a while. All right, so let's check out Twitter, see if there's anything new coming on there. Dylan saying the roads in Zanesville are not that bad. So thanks for that, Dylan. Probably the outlying areas. That's why they ended up delaying school tomorrow in East Muskingum. That is right, yeah. East Muskingum. Yeah, East Muskingum, 2-hour delay tomorrow. That's surprising that we've already got 6 delays and closings already in. That's quite surprising. Oh, new one. Nope. Still the same. So I'll run through those again for anybody that's just on here. Athens City, 2-hour delay. East Muskingum, 2-hour delay. Nelsonville, York City, 2-hour delay. Noble Local, 2-hour delay. Northern Local, 2-hour delay. And then Huntington Local closed for Monday. So quite a lot of snow out there. All right, so let's see here. What else do we have? Check out if there's any other new questions. Nothing on Twitter. I've got radio coming up in just a bit, so I'll probably be getting off. Pedro asking, are you doing behind the scenes later today? Let's do a poll. Let's ask that. Interested in me having a live 10 and 11 p.m. news. Yes. Cool. I will post this real quick. So I posted another poll here, see if we get very many people to be back here for the chat or the behind the scenes. Two votes. 2 votes in real quick. All right, nothing new on Twitter. I'm going to check Facebook one more time, see if there's any questions on there. If you guys are on Facebook, like my weather page, Andrew Michael on there. I love interacting with you guys on there. Twitter is one of the best ways of getting a hold of me, Andrew WSYX6. And 4 yes and 1 no, so 5 yes. Looks like we may have this going tonight. Don't see any other new questions coming in. We'll keep this going for a little bit. So I'm assuming you guys might have heard about Flappy Bird. I mean, I've heard of it, and then the fact that it was pulled off of the Apple and Android markets because of some legal issues. But I found Flappy Bird. There's like an internet version of it. And I was like, what's everyone talking about? Because I played Angry Birds, and then I deleted it because it wasted so much time. Same with Candy Crush. My wife plays that. I don't get into it because she said it's an addiction, and everyone else says it is. Bill Kelly always plays it and can't stop. But I just stay away from that. I'm not a big gamer myself. But I found Flappy Bird, and I played. It's addicting because as soon as you die, you're like, well, I'm going to start again. I can do better. So it is addicting. I don't know what the website was, but if you type in Flappy Bird on Google, I'm sure you'll find the internet-based version of it. All right, let's check out the poll. Don't see any new questions on here. So 6 yes, 2 no. So yeah, we'll do behind the scenes tonight. I'll leave that up. So we'll start that about 10 o'clock tonight. So you can check back in. We'll do behind the scenes. All right, so don't see any other new questions coming in, so we'll probably shut this down. I got to get some stuff to take care of. I have to do some expense reports for my tornado machine. Refresh Facebook one final time. All right, no new questions on Facebook. Don't see anything on Twitter as well. So I will have this up running again at 10 o'clock tonight for the newscast to watch behind the scenes. So you guys can tell your friends, and they can come back and check this out. But again, thanks for everyone that came and stopped by the live chat tonight. If you guys have any other questions, you guys, again, tweeting me is hands down the easiest way of getting a hold of me, andrewwsyx6.com. But again, I'll see you guys tonight on the newscast, both at 10 o'clock and at 11 o'clock tonight. So again, thanks for everyone stopping by. I appreciate you guys' questions tonight. And see you guys back here, same place, same time, next week. Have a great night and have a great week, everyone.